Welcome back to Bunnex Investment Group. In this video, we are going to be talking about a scalping trading strategy, a very easy strategy which can allow you to get trades on an intraday basis when you have several pairs to look at. So it's as simple as 1, 2, and 3 step, whereby you just need to fulfill all those boxes for you to get a proper entry point. Alright, so without wasting much of your time, let's actually jump into this strategy, right? So the first thing that you need to do is to determine bias. I've incorporated several EMAs so that bias determination will not be difficult in this particular strategy. Still on that, I get a lot of questions. Why do we share several strategies? How are we going to use, or how are we going to know which one to pick? Alright, so trading is actually a business. And when we are saying it's a business, you need to have an edge in each and every business out there. So by edge, we are saying you need to be at a point whereby you have several things in your asset guide, right? Things that you can repeat over and over again depending on your personality. Other traders love to trade forex as swing traders. Others love to trade it as intraday traders. Others love to trade it as scalpers. So within all those that we share, we just optimize and then share with the public. So back to our story. Bias determination is seen whenever we have a 1350 EMA crossover. Whenever we have a 250 EMA crossover. My 200 is the one in white, my 50 is the one in blue, like that. So after having this bias, let the bias day be away from entries, meaning that the crossover must not be issued on the day when you want to make an entry. So after having this, we now know that we are now looking for sales for our scalping strategy. Where are we going to make a sell? We need two things to be issued. The first one being a 50, my EMA in blue, and a 13, the one in red, crossover for before we get an entry. So it's bias, intraday bias, and then a pullback with a candlestick reversal pattern. So we can say bias, intraday bias, like that, and a pullback to the 50. So it's 1, 2, and 3 that we'll be looking for. Bias, intraday bias, and a pullback to the 50, like that. And then at the 50 EMA, that is where we look for a candlestick reversal pattern for us to make an entry. As you can see, the market gave us a reversal at this, a crossover at this point, and then it pulled back to the 50. This might have been a very difficult trade to take because it was on day changeover where the spreads are widened by several brokers. So we would ignore that one. Then here we had an intraday bias which was in line with the overall bias. After that, we had a bearish engulfing pattern at this particular point, stop loss above structure, and twice what we are risking. So basically, since we've said it's a scalping strategy, we need to be not trying to swing. When you get a good trade, don't try to shift your stop loss and so forth because you want to take more, right? Let's have another point. We can see this was a day of a new bias determination. After that day, on the following day, we had intraday bias determination, crossover of the 1350, and then the market went up and then came back. We had several candlestick reversal patterns that were issued at this particular point, and the market went our way like that. So basically, it's looking for overall bias and then intraday bias where we have a crossover, and then we need the market to come back to the 50 EMA so that we can get an entry point, right? So this will also require you to have some discipline, because for you to make money in trading, you need to be disciplined. Trading is all about repeating the same thing over and over again. And before we close off our today's video, I just want to give you this tip. Make sure if you are following something on social media, make sure it's something that is building up your mental capacity, your mental capital, because a lot of traders are actually failing because of what they are seeing online. Several traders are coming, trying to have blue screens where they have 50 open entries where they can flip $100 to a $10,000 in a week or in a day. That is unrealistic. Trading is a slow to get rich business. So make sure you follow the rightful people. On that note, we've come to the end of our today's video. I'll see you again in the next one.